Hello, hello. Welcome to the very first Metal Eagle Plays Puzzle Rush with a chat. So people can join the show with using this link, and you can join the chat. If you don't want to join the camera, you can be off camera, or you can just type in the chat, say that, oh, the magician's moves, and also you can ask questions to me, and I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I see it. So let's do this puzzle rush. So all right, so this one is the main in one, so rook e8. So I'll be as let's say educational as possible, so that way people watching this replay will learn as much as possible. This is a battery to this queen e2 checkmate. Let's do it. Queen e2 checkmate. And this one, and I'll just talk about this process of thought. And this is a checkmate with the pawn defending it. Everything is covered by the queen. The rook is stubbornly blocking the ways the king escapes. So this is a checkmate in one. Queen b7. And now we have this one. The king is guarding off this, let's say, d file. Or, yeah, d file. And this rook is going the f file. Let's have the rook going the e file. So it says the king on e6 will be squashed to checkmate. So rook e8 checkmate is the way to go. So then we go this way, and it's checkmate in one with knight defending the c7 square. So the queen will take c7. It'll be checkmate. So that's good. All right, we have this one. So, well, I'm just thinking about if the queen is trapped. But if I do rook h8, then the queen has a c1 escape square, which is really awkward. So maybe there's other, let's say, well, it's not a rook, it's a king. But I don't know why I think it's a rook, but bishop g5. I was thinking that the queen is so compact that it can't go pretty much anywhere except for a few squares. So I really immediately think, in my mind, is the queen trapped. So now I'll just do bishop g5, and the queen will be trapped for sure. And I'll take this queen with a pawn. That's a good thing. Now we have this one, and the queen is guarding these squares. Why not we have the bishop going the fun? Check. The king also go there, and then checkmate with the queen of g2. That'll be a mate checkmate in two. This one there, and that one there. So this is how this one's done. All right. All right, now this is an easy one. So the king is in the corner. The bishop's already covering this light square diagonal. Why not have the queen guard another square diagonal? So the king is in checkmate after queen f6, and the game is over. And white wins. So this one is, well, the queen and the king, well, it's a very precarious spot. So if I go queen b8 check, there's nowhere for the king to move, let's say, down, because the bishop on f6 and the rook cannot help with block. The only piece that can block was the queen. So then queen takes queen will be checkmate. Queen d8, imagine it'll be checkmate because the bishop's defending the queen and the king cannot move anywhere. So queen b8 and queen d8 will be checkmate in two. So yeah, that's it. And again, if you want to join me in the show, or you can just type in the suggestions of what you think is the answer. You can join me, or you can ask questions, or you can actually watch the stream. And if you're on YouTube, please hit the like and support my channel. And if you like this content, I'll do more of it. So I need to see the, let's say, the feedback. And for now, we have this check. Pawn takes f7 check. So if the king goes there, it'll be checkmate. So the only way to not be checkmated is to go, well, this way. Well, this one in h8 will be just queen promotion checkmate. So they have to go to king f8 to avoid checkmate. But if we go takes the pawn with a pawn, king f8, then I'm thinking about queen c8 check. The king has to go up this way or this way. But then we promote another queen, and the game is over. So my thought is pawn takes pawn, king goes f8, queen c8, king goes up, promote another queen. So this is the thought process. So we have, let's say, okay, the queen is where? Okay, this is like I had I had to do pawn takes first before we do this one. I can't jump over the queen like the pawn like a knight. So pawn takes pawn first, and now queen c8 check, and now that's the puzzle that's over. So now we have this one, and it's black to move. So I'm thinking about what my options are. Look for checks first. Primarily, I look for checks, and so the king is guarded by. There's no checks for the white. If I say passes, they're going to check me at all. We have an extra knight, so I'm thinking about maybe checkmate possibilities or something like that. So maybe something like rook c3 check, so the king can go there or there or there or there because the rook is covering the f file. The king can go down because knight, and the rook will carve this one. The only square that can go is this one to h2. So after h2, then we'll go knight g4, and the king has to go to the first rank, either this one or this one. So then if they go to this one, I'll just do rook to f1 checkmate. If they go to this square in particular, then I don't have to do the f rook. I do the c rook again from c3 to c1 checkmate because the rook is already, again, blocking this f file. That is blocking the h2 and the f2 square. So this is the way I think. So rook c3 check, knight g4 check, and now because he goes to g1, we don't do this because I lose the rook. We go to c1, and that's checkmate. But after the rook goes and then poses, but you know the point? It's checkmate in a couple. Now we have this one. And, well, this is check here with the bishop. The king has to go there. And I'm trying to figure out if I do check here, they go this way, bishop there, king there, and just mate. If they do this one, right? So this is a forcing line. So this one, right there. The king, if they know what's better, they have to go to f3. They have to sacrifice the rook for the king's safety. So sometimes in puzzles more advanced, taking the rook is a bad answer because it's checkmate in a couple. But I think that's only 18. So that way I don't have to worry about nuances like this because this 2 amass, maybe something like, I don't know, something in the 60s or 70s, maybe sometimes 50s, 80s, do this like some loophole things, but it's not really the case. So I'll do bishop c2, rook e8, and now there's the thing. This is the only way to save the king is go to king f3, but I don't think as checkmate here, but I'll just pin this bishop to the, well, this rook on e1 would be just doing the duty pretty much. So this one, this is check here. King has to take. Well, they could do that. So do this one, bishop c4 check. Discover attack on the knight. So this will be a clean piece up. It looks good to me. Bishop b4. And okay, they try to defend the knight with the king, but now bishop d5 attacking the pin piece. So what we do with the pin piece, we pile up on the pressure with other pieces. All right. And the cool thing is, if you magically somehow cheated with the rook going to b4 after bishop b5, then we go f5, saying that, okay, we'll just win the knight that way. So even if they cheat, they just still lose. f5 is a way to win for black. Even if they cheat, doesn't matter. We win the game for black. So they don't have cheat codes. Even if they do, they still lose. That's a cool thing. So now we have light square problem for white. So I'm thinking about this one, and there's a check here, king there. No more good checks here. There's sacks. There's rook g7 sack, king there. Maybe it's not desirable because of queen f7 check. The king has to go there, and then this maybe perpetual. Maybe not. It's like this one check. They go there. Knight g7. It's a lot of things to calculate. So let's see if I can think of a simpler option. So I'm thinking about this primarily as my first move, but I know he's going to do this check, this one rook sack. But then, this rook sack is just knight there. What I'm doing, this knight just takes and then everything is good. So knight takes back g7, everything's good, and we're safe. So no more good checks, and I'm just paranoid. I thought there was another check, so I'll just do bishop f3. Okay, king h7. And knight g7 is important to do knight takes and avoid the perpetuals. And that's the sack the queen, is take the queen. Sometimes chess.com does silly things like that, but just take the queen away. And that's the way to just solve the puzzles. So this one is this one. All right. So I'm thinking about pawn takes, queen takes pawn, and it's attacking the rook, and the knight double attack. By the way, the knight is like well, not really double attack. What I'm talking about, I thought this was a bishop on h5. This is a bishop on h6, but not h5. So maybe I think about like I was thinking about this one, rook f1, and then what is the question to fill in the blank? Maybe bishop h3 and attacking the f1 rook, but this bishop is going f1 already, so maybe trying to figure out this like what's the follow up, the cleaner follow up. Again, if you guys have any, let's say, comments about what you think the answer is, you can type in the chat. And there's a lot of action items you could do. You could join the call. You can join the show by doing this. Let's say click on the link. You can also like the video if you're having value on YouTube. There's a lot of things you can do in the stream. So I'm trying to incorporate this for this, let's say my YouTube channel is having this be a natural thing. But basically, if you like the video, you'll be seeing more of these contents more often, maybe weekly, because I'm training, you're learning, and we'll have this be a regular occurring thing. So if we get some feedback, we want to comments. We don't need to have comments, but at least like. Comments are really, really good as well. And just get some, let's see action and let's say some aliveness of this video in the long term. So I want to have this like be a regular thing, but it's only depending on you, the viewers of YouTube, to have that happen. So if you don't do that, okay, I'll skip this, let's say, puzzle rush survival things. But I love puzzle rush survival if I get feedback and I have people to learn from. But if you guys don't learn from this and just like, I don't like puzzle rush survival, then I'll skip on it and don't do that ever again in this, let's say, YouTube stream for us. So I want to be, let's say, conscientious and ask you guys a good question for YouTube. Do you like these streams? If you do, comment, at least like, and watch the other versions, the volumes of this, streams. So I cannot think about anything else besides the queen takes knight, the queen takes pawn, not knight, but but rook takes there, rook there. So you have to think more than one move ahead. You have to think about the next move. So if I said, okay, I'm done, no, it is not. We don't solve puzzles like that. You see one good move, sometimes you want to look for a better one because you know what? There's also a free bishop. So if you see a good move, look for a better one. I didn't jump with the gun. It's like, I'll put the pawn takes and see what happens. No, I look for a better one. It's a famous saying. If you look for if you see a good move, look for a better one. I see that. Oh, there's a bishop on pre. They could take right now, and also attacking the free knight, a loose knight. It's really good. So I said, okay, bishop b2. But look at the other side of the board, the other side of the world. There's a bishop hanging on c4, and you said, oh, gadzooks, I can take the bishop, and there's no compensation, no trickery. I'll take the bishop. All right, this is one. It's like, oh, watch queen trade queens. So obviously you want to think about taking the queens because they're the most major piece of trades in the game of chess. Queen trades are always had to be double checked. But if I think about it, there's no way to avoid the queen trade. Or else you want to lose a queen and do something else intermezzo. I don't see any intermezzos besides that. It's like because if you're up material, which I am, a piece up, you want to trade pieces down when you're up. When you're up, trade pieces down. When you're actually behind, if you're not up, you want to trade pawns, not pieces. Trade the pawns, not pieces. So, but instead, it's basically negligible in this case because it's a forced queen trade. But keep in mind in your head that if you're up, trade pieces. If you're down, trade pawns, not pieces. Now, avoid the pieces trade if you can help it. I can't help the queen trade, so let's do it. That is a summary of what I'm doing. So this is a queen takes a2 checkmate. So yeah, we had a like epiphany of a queen c4. You had to look for it. Let's say move, but then we go to the simple main one. So you know what? There's an actual puzzle that I had a long time ago. This is in the 70s. That was a simple mate and 3. It's like, oh, main 3 is gotta be tricky. No, it's like I got I read my mind. It's like, is this a simple main three? It's like 72. It should not be this easy. But you know what happened? It was actually this simple main three. I was tricking myself in my mind. It's like, it should not be this easy. It was that easy. So puzzle survival things can be odd. So actually, the highest rated puzzle in chess.com is 4,000. But I'll tell you that 4,000 level puzzles are not the hardest puzzles in this website. The hardest puzzles are range of 3,500 and 30, let's say 800. These are the hardest puzzles in the website. These are the mind breakers that are taking an hour to solve at least, because you think about all the lines and death maybe 5 moves, but the computer does another completely nonsense line that you didn't think about, but you have to think about for another, let's say 10 minutes, and you do another move that you didn't think about. And they just do this process for maybe 3 or 4 times. And after the final thing, you had a marathon of an hour, and it's like, oh, yeah, this is all good. But if you get it wrong, you'd be like, my life has wasted a bit of more time that I needed. So, but this is a heartbreaker. But once you get things down, you have a fun time, laugh out of the way, and you have a good high score. So my high score is 84 in puzzle survival. And yeah, I'm trying to strive for that because I'm doing this. I'm hoping to do this regularly. So this is a checkmate 2, queen takes f7, king h8 or h7, doesn't matter. Queen g7, there's no way the queen to block g7 because it's light square queen, not the dark square queen, so like the b2. If the queen's on b2, yeah, this is like the not possible. But yeah, queen f7, queen g7, mate, is the way to go. So don't rush, even though it says puzzle survival mode, don't rush. And now this is a smothered mate. A lot of people love smothered mate. So the question is for you guys in chat and YouTube, you're probably, will you play knight b3 or knight d3? What is working? What is the checkmate? Truly checkmate. And people say, I don't see the difference. Well, if you go knight b3, the knight will take a knight. And you'll be saying, I didn't see the knight there. Well, now you do. Knight d3 is checkmate by the smothered mate. I love it. I love to see it. It's a thing of beauty that the smothered mate is a thing in chess. So, yeah. So even so, you can sack a queen to get smothered mate. That basically checkmates the game. So, yeah, just do that. But yeah, that's it for the story. So this one, look for checks. First of all right, I was thinking about the rook g8 check. The king has to go. Let's say if they go this one, then queen takes the rook. The king has to go there, and then rook g. There's many mates. This checkmate, checkmate, and this checkmate too. And yeah, there's a bunch of checkmates. There's a rook g5 checkmate. There's like one. There's like okay, okay. So let's count the checkmates with me. One. It's like the king goes there. One. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 checkmates in this puzzle after the rook g8 first, king h5, queen to takes g3. But it's like, could you like? No, it's like I think it's like they'll be changing the spectrum. If the queen g3, they can check us. So let me think about this one. But let's see. If this goes, there's one queen there. It's like probably this one check, and the rook has a block, and I'll take this rook and checkmate. So it's like a rook g8. It's simply that I just overblown this puzzle. I give too much credit. I just want to educate you guys. There's a lot of checkmates, but start with the rook g8 checkmate, check rather. Just blow up the king's defenses, and just sometimes you want to add some ammo, some firepower. So, what's the right word I should use? To basically add the firepower, not the ammo. Is it basically? No matter how many bullets you have, it's not firepower, and there's basically 0. So yeah, sorry about that. All right, so this one is the bishop b2 checkmate because the king's guarding. Oh, sorry about that. Lousy arrow. This one, The rook is covering this third rank, the king is covering this square, and therefore bishop e2 is checkmate, simply in one. All right, this is where I talked about this over the mate. I love it because knight d3 is double check. Double check means that the king has to move. There's no one blocking the double check. If they go rook block the queen, then it was still checking. So yeah, so this one the king has to go there, and then we do the illustrious, clever, and beautiful queen g1 check. There, knight f2 checkmate. So I was at a potluck dinner or something like that, and I played a game. A casual game, no clock, and I played a small checkmate, and the people are bystanding, like, oh, Metal Eagle sack his queen, and then it did knight two, it's like smacked down, it's like people are like, oh, they were up to this, it's like joy just applies, like, oh, Metal Eagle's good, this is cool, and it makes chess look cool doing that, so yeah. But it's a good feeling to have that be lighted on your side. So yeah. So, but again, one more time, you can join the show. You can like the video if you or comment if you want to. But if you have a lot of feedback, let's say from likes, comments, or whatever, and actual action items for things for reaction to my stream, then I'll do this more often. I'll do it pretty much every week if I can. I'll try to do it every week. So if I get some feedback, if I don't get feedback, I'll just be hesitant to do this again. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do this. So, but I want to have educational things like that. So I'm thinking about this rook sack, king there, queen there, to have the queen get there closer. But then king f2, and this, yeah, this is like this. The thing stops here. That's not good. All right. Look for checks. Look for checks. Look for checks. You know what? The king is not moved. The king cannot move. So I'm thinking about this check. Knight check. Knight check here. The pawn is to take because the king can't move. So the queen d3 is a checkmate because the queen is covering this one, this one, this one, and the rook is covering the first rank. So that way, I'm looking for all the checks. So knight to b3 check, some like second knight, allows us to have this entrance of d3 with a queen, and that'll be checkmate. So knight b3 check, knight queen d3 checkmate. So that's the process. That's the process. So now this is one you want to make sure the king doesn't run away. So we do check this way, queen a6 check this one, and then queen a7 checkmate because the king in the corner, not a g7. So for example, if it goes check, the king was away, and the game is going on, and you're losing. You're just out a knight simply, or more. So queen a6 check, king a8 is forced, and queen a7 checkmate, main two. It's the way to go. Now this one, we're blocked to move. All right. There's check here. This is like checkmate one. So the rook is coming the e file. The check with the bishop's protection will discard the queen to c2, and this checkmate c2, the queen c2 checkmate. All right, so easy one. So this one, okay. All right, so one thing is like how this is like it's like a Zugzwang. How did they stop the checkmate? Like not really. It's like this helpless for the white king, so they can't move the king away. So if they go this one rook g1, then the rook is going to take h5 check, and the rook is still guarding the g file, and it'll be this game over. So rook h6, no way to stop rook h5, and then checkmate. There's no way to have the king jump there. Even if the cool thing is, even if they cheat, they have a cheat code that the king can move 2 squares. Rook h6, rook goes to king goes to h3. Then rook h5 is still mate because the pawns defend the rook in g4. So even if they have cheat codes to make the cool 2 squares, then they still lose. You know, the cool thing is even if they have the cheat codes, they still lose. And then they can do this rook sack, it'll be just checkmate still. You know? So I like to make the point that even if they cheat, they have the cheat code, they can move the king 2 squares legally, they still lose. So I like to get a perspective on that. So to say that how doom they are in the position. So this one, all right, 3-2. So let's see about that. Again, if you guys want to comment, like the video, it'd be good. And if you want us to join the stream show, be on here. You can also comment in the chat ideas of what you think is the answer. All these things are welcome, and I want to see activity of the stream, so that way I could want to do more streams like this. If not, then I'll be second guessing myself and say, okay, maybe not. This is not meant for my YouTube audience and my Twitch audience, whatever, my audience overall. So trying to find out if people want this. I like this one myself, but does my audience like it too? I wanted to make it as educational and fun as possible. Trying to, shoehorn anything. So this one, okay, look for checks. Good checks. I'm trying to find a good check. It's queen f5. There's a queen sack for nothing. Then there's hardly any queen checks. The only piece I can check is a queen, but all of them are really bad. Captures. Oh, you know what? This is knight f5, queen takes rook, and knight d6 check is a fork between the queen and the king. So that's the thought. So again, follow my rule. My rule is if you see a good move, look for a better one. Look for a better one. So knight takes f5, rook takes queen, knight d6 check, and it's a fork between the king and queen. So we win the queen. So that way we end up with an extra knight. That's good. So is there anything better? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So this one and this one. Yep. All right. Black to move. Look for checks. Well, there's a check right here. So go this way, then checkmate, rook h, like a3 checkmate. So if they go this way, they have to go this one to not get checkmated one. So if this one, how do we continue that one? Besides the a3, I don't see any good checks as a sack, but knight takes there is bupkis. Not good at all. All right, so what else? Let's continue the thought. This one there. What to do if the king goes to c1? Maybe it's another zook zone, so it's like there's no way to stop rook a1 check after rook a3. The plan is to go rook a1 checkmate. Maybe there's nothing because the queen is guarding this dc square, and even if the rook moves, well, there's a rook move, but then the rook a1, even if it go d8, doesn't matter. Then rook a1 checkmate. So I'm thinking about this one check goes there and rook a3 and saying that there's no way to stop a rook a1 checkmate. There's maybe c3 or c4, but then we do, well, let's imagine this. Queen and a3, no, queen and b4, rook a3, and the king is on c1, and they go c3. Let's say c3. What do we do to checkmate the guy? There's checks. Well, there's actually queen c3 check. Yeah, queen c3 check, simply. King there, and then rook mate. Yeah, this is the way. This is the way. Check. This is this one. There's no, I don't think there's anything better. And then we go this. They just want to say, I want to guard a1. Well, it's simply just take the queen. There's nothing better. It's just like the queen free. Queen. So yeah, sometimes the computer does that, just like on Puzzle Rush, but yeah, I expect it sometimes. So now I was thinking about check here. The king has to go g1, but if they go g1, the knight e2 double checkmate with the knight and the bishop. So not only double check, but double checkmate. So the king has to move, but the king can't move anywhere. So double checkmate, and I love the double checkmates too. So subordinate, double checkmates are really cool things to do in chess. So it makes chess for like an art. So queen f3, king g1, knight e2, double checkmate is a cool thing to answer with. So this one, okay, stop with the. It doesn't let me show the double checkmate, but it happens. Sometimes that's like a killjoy, but that's Puzzle Rush. Now this one, I have a check on h4, and you know what? A lot of times, Puzzle Rush does this every time they go g3, knight g3. I'll do that. They do pawn takes the knight. even though this is like a losing rook, but they'll do it. Basically, I'll say to you this thing that I promise you they'll play this line. They play this line. I promise you. I guarantee you this will be the line. Queen h4, g3. Knight takes g3, pawn takes g3, queen takes rook. Because, well, I'll be shocked. The other line is this one, king e2. I'll be shocked if they do this because if they do this one, queen f2 check, this one, and okay, then we have a queen d4 check, king e2 back, and let's see, is anything I can do? We have, we win a knight. Well, no, it's like we win a knight, but it's like let's take me this like before I do this one, but before I do the guaranteed move, let's double check this one. Maybe there's gonna like the best move is maybe king f2, like king e2 rather. This one, king e2, queen f2, king d3. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? Knight c5 check. The king can go to c4 or c3. Oh no, it's like okay, no, it's like queen d4, king e2 back. So queen e2 back. Okay, let's play with this here a little bit. Maybe I'm just making it too detailed. But I learned from my thoroughness of Puzzle Rush Survival Mode, you don't want to take anything for chance. But let's do queen h4, and I'll say the guaranteed line: g3, knight c3, hg, and then queen takes rook. That'll be the end of the line. I'm guaranteed you that would be if they go g3. If they do the king e2, then I'll just look for other things. Okay, he did the guaranteed line. So knight d3. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That's the standard thing. It's like, oh, my guarantee was it's like a two like used to like okay, whoa. It's like it's like this is going on forever. You like it's like this is like very advanced. Like don't take the queen, just g3, g2. Like a long line. This is like underrated puzzle. It's like let's look at this puzzle. It's like insane how detailed this one is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I think there's not going to be 23 moves. That's like probably good as, spice it up to maybe 5. But that's ridiculous. I'm sorry about the embarrassment, but I was thinking about the, did you guys see the, I'll share the screen just to share the tab. Like share this tab instead. It's like basically this one is G3 there, G2. This one there. It's like ridiculous. It's gonna be stopped right this way, like, but this line continues like a whole game. So, but this is not. It's not gonna be the puzzle. It's not gonna be like 20 moves. It'll be stopping like the fifth move. So yeah, let's go back to this Puzzle Rush. Whew. But yeah, this one to be worthy about to get the first strike wrong. It's not. It's like it played a trick on me. So oh well. It's not bad to have a first strike at 35. Not unheard of. But I was foolish. I played too fast. So I did not follow my rule. My rule is not playing rushing. Don't rush in Puzzle Rush and survival. It doesn't mean just forget what it means Puzzle Rush survival. Just think about survival. It's survival chess.com. Just think. Don't rush. All right. So this one. This white to move. All right. This white to move. All right. So let's see the checks are. Let's check here. This is a bad check here. I don't like this one too. So this is a good check possible. And that's it. Knight c5 check is the only thing that's looking decent is a check. So captures. There's absolutely no captures in this game. Not for now. So I'm thinking about maybe g7. G7. The rook can't check us because knight will take. So, if it goes g7, king f7, then this, pick up the pawn. Maybe no, knight, knight d6 check. Like f7, king f7, knight d6, king takes pawn, knight takes f5, and then we fork the bishop and king. That'll be a nice thing. So we do g7, king f7, knight d6, check, king takes pawn, knight takes rook, check, king moves, knight takes bishop, and they'll be just cleaning up everything. So g7 looks good to me. And anything else? I don't see anything else. This one. Oh, okay. Don't see anything. This is just the knight, so the rook rather. So it didn't take the fork, but just take the free rook and attack the bishop. So it's good. It's all good. All right. This is another odd one. So checkmate. Oh no, it's not checkmate. It's like a check. Sorry, check, king there, and then king h3 checkmate. Not g2. Queen h3 checkmate, and the rook is blocking the g file. So it's really important to do the queen takes h3 checkmate. This one. That's the one. This is like miles easier than the 1-2 puzzles go. Sometimes it's lopsided. Sometimes you get a really hard 1 hour puzzle and you get simple mate in threes. That's how it rolls. It rolls sometimes. But yeah, these things happen. So, and now, but yeah, for the guys watching the, again, YouTube stream replay, let me know in the chat, the comment section. Do you like these types of streams more? If you say yes, I like this type of streams, I'll do volume 2, 3, 4, how many more, because I will do this pretty much a weekly basis if I can. If you guys like it. If I don't get any feedback, I'll not do this. So I want to start this, let's say, this series of Puzzle Rush Survival Mode. I like Puzzle Rush Survival Mode. I like to teach people. I like to interact with people and have this be a series. I want to take it to the top. I want to go past 84. My record is 84. I want to go past that. I want to get this journey to you. And yeah, have fun, learn, get to the records of 84 beyond. So I got the 84. I want to go beyond that. So check this one, king rook there, king there. Oh, you know what? This is the way. Check there, rook there, king that goes this way or this way, doesn't matter. Let's say if they go d1, check there, and rook 8 to the c2 is checkmate. So if they go the b1 though, it's a question. This one, king b1, then rook c1, let's say king a2, rook a to c2, queen a3, and then rook a3, a1 rather, mate. So this is the way to go. Queen takes rook, rook c2, rook c1, rook to 8 to c2, and rook a1 checkmate. So that's the thing. The queen sack followed by a checkmate in a couple. All right, this is good. Now this one. All right. There's no checks at all, so we have to think about captures. Think about captures. The squaring is like what to do about the knights. Take the pawn with the knight of the pawn, or the queen, or if any, because you can't take the queen because of the mate. He'll just mate you. So no queen takes the knight. Pawn takes the knight, but then they go maybe pawn takes pawn. That's not much. We'll just do this one and just discover check. Check and discover attack of the queen. They'll be just winning. So I'm thinking about this one. Pawn takes there, but maybe no, it's not pawn takes there, but rook takes there. Then queen takes the rook. Queen takes the rooks. Pawn takes. There's just bishop up. So I'm thinking that pawn takes knights. So again, find the rules. If it's a good move, pawn takes rook knight is good. Is there a better one? It's the better one. I'm trying to discover attack rather. You just win the queen. I don't see anything else besides the simple pawn takes knight. I don't see anything. There's no checks. Like there's a check on a7, but just simply slide over to the right, king a8, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. The queen sack, just take the queen, and we'll be fine. So pawn takes knight, queen takes rook, because the pawn is pinned, and now slide over to the right, pawn takes queen. That's the one. That's the one. How we do it? Okay, we're white now. All right. All right, we have a queen in game. We're trying to play for a win, looks like. But you know what? There's also like a lot of times in the puzzles, and Puzzle Rush in particular, they want to see you trade down to see if you win the end game. So if I do queen takes queen, pawn takes queen, d6, the king cannot go to there fast enough to stop it. This one, they're one square short to this one. Then there'll be a promotion. That's basically the only question. If they this one, and if this C pawn starts running C3 there, C2 there, and they promote. After we promote, do we have anything fatal? We have queen f8 check. King goes to go to this square or this square, and well, from f8 we can go where? If only we had a way to skewer the king queen. If only. I don't see a way. See. But it's always nice to think about things like that in the future. Endgame transformations. Like queen endgame to a pawn endgame. So, queen takes queen, pawn takes queen. D6, C3, D7, C2. Promote D8, promote C2. How do we win? If we do win, do we win? That's the question. So queen f8 check, king h7, or ace g5. You know, queen h5, g5. Let's say if they go g5. Like g5 is the most testing thing, I think. How do we continue? This h4 check. They can take the pawn. Then we go. Queen h6. Well, this queen h6 is not possible because the queen's guard is from c1. And that's salty. It's not good. So queen f2, but then king goes back. So like maybe for a moment, like I want to just delve deep to this line because it's the most like forcing line. I look for the forcing lines first, and then we go to the alternatives. So the line I'm thinking of is queen takes queen. They have to take pawn takes queen. Then we go the pawn rush. And how do we end up with that one? So at the end of the day, we have two queens, one apiece. Is there a way to force a queen to be skewered or win the checkmate? You know? But let's say this one there. D6, C3, D7, C2, D8, C1, queens on the board. Right? They have a queen on C1. Just deliberate, like this is basically annotated by the C1 blue square. Right? The queen and C1. So the checks are this one and this one. And that's the only checks we have with a queen and D8. So we looked at the F8, then go to G5, and this like G5 is most critical. How do we win that one? So, you know, queen e7 to get closer, but then G7 again. This will be the same resulting thing, pretty much. No progress to be made there. So, H4 is another one. King takes pawn. Then there's queen b4 check, but then just simply back to G5 and nothing accomplished. So I need to be critical. I need to be thorough. I don't want to take the quiz like, oh, 2 strikes. You got to be on thin ice for the rest of the Puzzle Rush survival mode. I don't want that. I'm okay with 1, but if 2 strikes, I just reset the run. It's saying I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this. I can't handle this. So, but if you guys want to just tell me what you think is a move, like the line of this queen takes queen, pawn takes queen, d6, c3, d7, c2, d8, c1. Then you can share your ideas in chat. If not, you can just try to watch me struggle to find out the answer. All right. But if you guys are watching YouTube, not be able to help me, then you can just help me in the sense you can like, comment, and think about if you like to see these streams more often. If you do, then yeah, if I see the feedback, I'll just do this on a weekly basis. If you do, only you decide if I do this more often. I want to do this, but if my audience doesn't like it, I'll not waste my time at all. I will not waste my time at all. It's up to you. You did this to me. So, all right, I'm at a wall. Sometimes when you add a wall, that means that you have not found the right move. Don't do this move because you have a wall. Don't stop beating your head over the wall for an hour because it's not right. You can't make the wrong answer right if you do it for an hour, even 2 hours, even 5 days. Don't hit yourself over the wall if you know it's a dead end. You can't push the wall by hitting your head against the wall. It's not really practical. But you want to do something else. So the other moves I could think about is like queen e3 check. But then there's another brick wall. So they could do g5. They can go this way. They can go queen g5, and there's no more checks. So queen e3, queen g5, and that checks. That's not good enough. So basically, what I think of is like, don't hit your head over the wall, and head the ball. And also the thing is like the elimination method. If you don't know what to do, just eliminate bad moves. Queen 3 is a bad move. Pawn moves are bad moves. The only thing that makes sense is queen takes queen. There's only move that by elimination, process elimination, we had to take this one because I thought in my head the pawn was still g6, but I realized the pawn was on f5. So basically my calculations are different because the pawn on f5, not g6. So this one, d6, d7, d8. So now in my mind, I cleared my mind. It's like, oh, my queen can go to f6 check. Oh, that's a check. Oh, so now because I had the piece on the board, the pawn is on f5, not g6 in my mind. So my calculation earlier, the pawn is g6, I can't check. But now the pawn is on f5. Now I can realize that, oh, this pawn is not on g6, it's on f5. Now we're going to do queen f6 check. The king has to go this way. With this new, let's say, thought process changed. How do I checkmate the guy? So we can think about things right now. So maybe g4, right? There's g4 check. There's queen f7 check. There's queen takes f5 check. And I'm thinking about that after queen f6, king h5, queen f5, queen g5 check and opposing. g4 check. If they're king h2, queen f2 mate. So they can't go to h4, right? So this one there, g5, queen g5, interposing. Then we go g4 check, and the king has to go. They have to go. They have to go king h6. Now, if they go king h6, what to do now? How to do now? So the queen f8 check. Queen f8 check. The pawn is guarding this square, so they have to either transpose or interpose or go king to g6, sliding over to the left one square. So if they slide over to the left, then what do we have options wise? So with this one, it's like really long, convoluted line. So maybe this is not the right line. Maybe I have to do something else because it's like maybe too much moves deep. So queen g8, they go back to h6, and then what's improved on? Nothing. So maybe queen f5, like queen f6 is a move for sure. This is a move for sure, but is it take on f5 or another move? That's the question. Is it queen f5 or another move? That's the question. So this one there, sorry, this is terrible arrow drawing. This one there, g4, king h6. King h6, king h6. Now, you know what? I realized this other line. This one, they don't have g4. We go queen h7 check. Queen h7 check. All right. So the king cannot move anywhere. They have to block. They have to block with a queen on a7, like a6. So this one, there, queen h7, queen h6 is forced move. They have to block with a queen. They have to block with a queen. In that case, then we go g4 check. They can't move the king away from the queen, so they go king g5. But then h4 check. Then they have to move the king away from the queen, and they take one of pawns. We take the queen. That game is over, and we solve the puzzle. So now, with a process of elimination, we had a lot of wrong lines, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. We got the puzzle right because we did the elimination method. We just look at options. We don't stick with one being in the head that gets from wall. This is a really educational puzzle at anything. So this one, okay, stopped right there. But, if I were to go back to the puzzle, I'll just share my screen again. This tab, this one there, and just maybe just like go to the, as this board. I don't need to show like the lines to do that one. So that's like this one, It's like this one there. So if they go queen g5 and then queen e7, this is the move, top move of the engine. Queen e6, then g4. Queen g5, h4. That's the game. That's the game. That's the way to go. So the stop early, but it's fine. And now 40. Not clean 40, but we have 40. Nonetheless, the one I got wrong was like my mistake. My mistake. All right. But yeah, that's that. All right, so I'm thinking this maybe forced sequence. Check there. Trying to think about like check g6 though. All right, so I'm trying to find out like. All right. All right, so let's try to figure out this one. So queen, rook e8 there, check, g6. Is that the best line, or is there a better line? So I see a good move, look for a better one. Is there anything better? I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find that out. So again, if you guys are in the chat, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, you can just let me know if your ideas. And yeah, if you're on the YouTube, you can let me know, and you can like, and you can comment, and give me the motivation to push to do this every week. I'll be doing that if you help me give some feedback. All right. So, all right. So maybe not so rushed. Maybe this one the mate, but this simply g6 salt simply stops everything. So check. There's forced. I'm looking for more forced moves. How do I do this? Check g6. Then what? Then what? This is like a. I'm trying to think. How do I do this one? Okay. I'm missing something obvious. What am I missing? I'm trying to figure it out. All right, let's get rid of the arrows and let me think about this. Clean slate. Clean slate. Rookie is only check. King h7, queen e3, g6. No more checks. That are good. There's no way to win the rook by a fork. No way to win the queen by a fork or skewer. I don't know. I don't see it at all. All right. Let's try to figure it out. Rook e8. Well, the only thing that makes sense to me is this one check. This is correct. So, no doubt about it, Rook e8 is the first move. No doubt about it. Sometimes you make the first move that's obvious, then the puzzle starts. This is where the puzzle starts. The first move, a lot of times in the puzzles, the first move is obvious. Just play it out, and then the puzzle starts. The real questions come in here. How do we win things in this position? We have clear. The rook is in the 8 now. It's guaranteed to do something with the rook on the 8. So now, what do you do? We want to have some shortcuts to make it easier on our minds. We don't have to imagine the rook in the 8. It's actually in the 8. So we don't want to think about that. Make the visuals in their minds. So besides the thinking process is possible. So ricochet is still good. So queen d3, g6, and then yeah, I'm stuck. So again, maybe look at the puzzle we had like a while ago. Let's try to figure out this the queen. This is so there's some protocols that we. Oh, this is the one, the queen f5. Yeah, this is the one that we massaged too long because we thought about things that were like not, thinking about like, things that were not there because we didn't see the pieces move. We had to visualize things that were not there. The pawn's not g6 because we move the piece. We can actually physically see the pawn's not g6. So basically, if you have anything to help you visualize, maybe making some moves in the puzzles, then we see all the pieces there now. We see the possibilities. You can basically, the physical representation, make it easier to see the solution because you're closer. Sometimes you can't do that but in the puzzles, the only move that makes sense is the queen takes queen, and then puzzle like the pawns rush up and queens two queens, but the pawns are moved, and it's like, oh, now we have checks now. But that's besides the point. Let's go back to the puzzle. So I can only see queen e3, king g6, and then what else? What happens? What happens there? I'm just like, maybe queen c3 back. Like maybe queen, like a queen dance. This one, queen c3 back. Saying that I want to guard a1. I want to just check maybe the rook h8. Maybe we dance like this, and they can't check us at all. The queen's guard e1, a3, g3, and a1. So basically, I'm thinking that this dance there, and then just made him. My thought is only queen e3, g6, queen d3, and saying, okay, I want to. There's no way to guard h8 checkmate, whether rook or queen. So d3 check and queen c3. But again, my rule is if you find a good move, look for a better one. I don't see anything better than this queen c3 trying to force a checkmate. And every check is covered. Put her check. This one's covered by the queen. These are covered by the queen. All the checks are covered by a queen. So why not queen c3? Why not? Okay, queen. Okay, finally, we've overblown that one. We overblown this, but I want to be thorough and educational for you guys as much as possible. So, all right, now this one. It's almost also close. Like this one, then there's fork, but we're check. Don't forget the check. So your king is check. So this one, if the bishop sits there, we'll just fork him. But you know what? If you think about it, if you take a step back, you're down a minor piece, down a whole knight. You're down a whole knight. They have two knights and the bishop. We have a knight and a bishop. One knight and a bishop. So we take this one. Well, we'll have to take this one. We'll just take the one. We'll check. King e7. Take this one. Try to take this one. Check. Rook e8, a6 check. If it goes this way, then this will not really skewer, but like I don't know. But yeah, this check is definitely that. Okay, okay. Now we have this one position. So now we have the position right here. How do we continue? We can do well. We have this one. We have the equal material. Well, not really equal to material because if you think about it, check there. We have a knight and rook, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns versus 2 pawns. And that is just winning, right? Yeah. This is one. Yeah. Much simpler than the last one. Yeah. High rated, my no Tokus is not hard. It's not hard. All right. Now this is really looking easy. Check there. They can do pawn takes or queen takes. So let's say queen takes, then bishop a7 check, king h8. And then what? Maybe not so easy. The queen takes e2 is the thing, so we have to do something, aggressive all the time. So maybe queen h5 then. Right, but the queen h6 though. That's not so easy. Not so easy as I thought. Right. But f6 isn't, with this, this threat, knight, and it's like f6 is the only move that makes sense to me. But if you look for a good one, look for a better one, as I always yap about. Is there anything better than the knight takes f6? You have to move the queen. Where to move the queen? Not this one. Not this one. This one. This one. Yeah, maybe. Everything's iffy. This is these two squares are the only valid ones. Other things are just queen takes the piece takes the queen. So f6. Let's do it. All right, now queen takes there. All right, I think that maybe this one. Trying to checkmate, but this one. Okay. Maybe it's like there. Can you stay there? But you know what? There's knight f7 check and discovery attack with a bishop on the queen h6. That's a good thing. Yeah? Yeah, this is the line. That's a good line. This one, bishop h7, king h8, and then knight f7 check, take the knight, and queen bishop takes queen, and the beat's just winning. So let's see other lines. So this one, a6, pawn a6. So if they go a6, then this is a stinker. This is a little stinker. Maybe it's not that. A6 looks like a. Hello, Amir. You're the Chestnut guy. How are you doing? At a queen h4, queen h5, queen h6. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing I saw, Amir. How are you doing? Nice to see you. So, yeah, you can join the call if you want, but if you don't have time, yeah, you don't have to join. It'd be a lot easier if I hear your voice instead of having to type like. So the bishop check, this is the lines. Like, if you see a good move, look for a better one. This one check is like no a6 check. Yeah, there's no a6. This one then queen h5, and this I want a discovery check, queen h6, and then f7. So better like gets rid of the a6 move entirely from the equation. So that's a good move. So I think this one is, you're right, Omer. Now queen h5, now knight f7. Now bishop h6. And that's basically that's a good push in the right direction that I need, Omer. Thank you for that. So yeah, thank you for that feedback. Even just one guy's feedback was able to have me see the light. So thankfully, thank you for Omer for pushing me in the right direction. So Omer, if you are liking these types of streams, I'll do this pretty much every week. If you'd like to see this one, like the Puzzle Rush solving puzzle streams, I'll do this really regularly. But I need to see your feedback, at least in the comments, saying I like to see this one occasionally, or I like to see the replays. So I just need to have your input. Do you like to see these things? I'll do it more often if you like them. But if you don't, then I'll just think about what the people in the comment section, if there are people in the comment section or people watching the replay, if they like it or not. So, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. This is a bishop e6 check. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they take with the queen or not. They'll be checkmate. right? So if bishop b6, king b8, then that's a better move. Then this one, king a8, then what? Yeah. There's also this check. This check in a7. There's another move. I think that maybe this is too extravagant. So knight a7 check. The king d7 is a move. King b8 is a move. I'm taking knight, so that's not good to have a queen knight hanging at the same time. And yeah, the queen's tethered to the bishop, so ay. All right. Hey, Mer. Hey. How you doing?
I'm good. I should be going back to the chess.
Oh, Vanessa Z here. Hey there. So yeah, I was asking you if you like to see these streams. I'll be doing it more often, like every week. I'll do this Puzzle Rush Survival streams. I'll be just like have feedback. If people like it, I'll do it.
Okay, so the last one was the check.
Yeah,
First.
yeah. Check if there, and then Queen h5. Yeah, then I have
Yeah.
7. Take the queen with the bishop.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is the next one. I'm debating between this one, but then king b8, and I'm stuck here. There's like this queen c7, then king b8. It's like I'm hitting a brick wall. Trying to figure out where to do anything. Let's check here, but then king b8 or king d7, and I'm stuck again. So I might say forcing the lines this one there, and then I'm stuck in this one, king e8.
Then can't you just take the queen?
Take the queen with the bishop. Yeah. I forgot I was two-handing the queen. It's like I just completely balked at the queen side, the king side rather. So yeah, you could just take the queen. The king is safe, but the queen is. You can take the queen, of course. Yeah, forgot the other part of the question. It's not only the king can be checkmated, you just take the fruit queen. Yeah. Simply that. It's like you don't want to have blind spots like that. So people in the chat, don't forget. I'll check him, then take the queen.
And the check is there so he wouldn't take your queen.
Yeah, the queen. Yeah, it's only for that purpose. All right, this one. All right, this one. This is possible, but it's like only a threat. That's only a threat. So. So I think this is a critical line. The rook has to move somewhere. And if you don't do anything, I'll just fork the king and knights, maybe. Like, even if they go rook e7, just like take the knight with like this one. Rook defends himself. Queen d6 is a fork between the king and rook, knight rather, king and knight. So that'd be an idea. So what do you think about that idea? This one there.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, queen e7, queen e6. Doesn't matter if they just interpose. I'll just take the knight.
Okay.
That's the one. Yeah. Okay, let's check. I guess go this way to the left. This one. Check. Hold on. So maybe something like this and try the third mate. Maybe bishop d7, park him, and knight a7 mate. Maybe it's like trying to zugzwang him. There's no way to stop the knight of7 mate. Knight's pinned. They can't move knight away. Right? Bishop d7, knight f7 is stoppable mate.
Does he have any checks or?
There's a check on h1, but then king d2 is end of it. They can do d1 is just take the rook.
Okay.
So I'm thinking bishop b7, knight f7 mate. There's no way to stop it, to my mind. Looks good?
Yeah, looks good.
All right. Oh, wow. No. I don't know why.
Was there anything?
So Let's try to solve it. It's like apparently it's something, but it's like I don't see anything. Like it's a learning moment. It's like this is a puzzle to worthy have a second strike with. I don't know how he defends, but apparently this knight bishop b7 is too much. So I'm thinking that maybe this is a better one. Apparently it was a better one, but this is where I like 96 maybe check. Oh yeah, it's like this 96. If they go this way, if they go back there, then okay, this checkmate. Yeah, it's basically it's like this checkmate there, but it's like I want to learn why is that the other ones just checkmate in two. All right, this one there. What is black two? Oh, rook to f2. Oh, block that one. I forgot that was the resource. Don't check, but just block this knight square. Knight check square. Even h7 is the square. Another blind spot by me.
We all have those.
Yeah, this is this is the one. This one. Yeah, this is knight bishop 7. It's like this one. It's like bishop 7, and yeah, this you do f2 or a7. Yeah. But it's a worthy blind spot to have, so I can't forget this next time. So like, can you defend the square? It's important to remember every time. But yeah. So it's a lesson learned. So that's why I like puzzle survival mode. I just like I learned something that shocked my system. Like, you can't do that. You don't have any checks, but you can just defend the main square.
Yeah, and I saw the last one that you got wrong. It's not always the same patterns.
Yeah,
that's the morals.
Yeah, moral of the story is not always the same as you thought.
Yeah, there's always a nuance.
Yeah, it can be 1,000 times, but they can always have an exception still.
Yeah.
All right, so lesson learned. It's like value. All right, this one check king. They can go there or there. Oh, they have to go this way. D4 check. That's mate, right? Just queen f7 d4 check. No, it's like this check. There's a queen f7 check. Okay, they don't. Yeah, they have to go this way. They can't go this way because knight. So they do this one g4 checkmate. It's like simply that.
Yeah, does look like.
I don't see him. I don't see anything that I could do. It's like forced checkmate.
Yeah.
Unless if I'm having another blind spot. I don't see anything. But like last puzzle, I had blind spot for me twos again. So
yeah, this is more forced, so it's easier.
More forced. So it's checks.
Yeah, less blind spots.
Yeah, so bishop 7 not check with his checks. So blind spots with checks. That's a good one. So yeah,
I think this might be my last puzzle with you. All right.
Okay. Yeah. It's late for sure.
Yeah, but I should see you soon.
Yeah. Sorry, push it back.
Probably around June, I'll go back.
Okay, sounds good. So I got a puzzle back up on this. So my screen, I closed the tab for some reason. So where you at right now?
I guess I finished school and I'm currently at home.
Okay. Home
back in New Jersey.
Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks I'm gonna go back to Rochester to do some research. So
research, huh? Very cool.
I'll have some time.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have you back.
Yeah.
All right. Double check. King there. Queen there. Check. King there. Let's say queen takes g6 check, and then eventually we get another knight. And the end of results, we have even material. It's not good, right? So maybe something more. Maybe discover check some more. Like, well, maybe this one there. Check.
What about d3 or knight d3?
Knight d3 check. Let's say it goes to h7.
It can
a2 rather.
And at d7, the point is that it has to go.
They have to go this way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. From this way, the c1 square is covered by checks. The only check I can see is that's good. Maybe knight b4 to back, and you got a pawn. But
yeah, I guess there's nothing really there.
I'm thinking about double checks. The king has to move double checks, of course. Yeah. But is there any other discover checks that are worth mentioning? But I think this one is like actual disrupting his defenses. The king. So if they can't go to a2 because of queen a3 check, well, they can do that. It can go king b1, but but maybe you know what? Maybe this one check, double check. This one queen a3. This one, there's no checks they can do. Maybe we could do rook takes there, but there's knight extra, and then maybe icky. Trying to figure out like force ways and just. Yeah. So definitely this is the one that makes the most sense to me. C2. This is the one. Yep. That's gotta be that one.
Yeah,
So.
and here I wasn't sure if you want to. I was thinking of either taking 1b3 first or giving the check with the queen first.
Yeah, let's look at the rook sack first. So if they go rook sack, we go rook sack. Do we have any benefit with the king at b3 though? There's no knight forks in d4 because the bishop blocks.
Yeah. Okay. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
And I guess then you can take with the knight with check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the queen check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay,
And
c2. Yeah.
Then you take the bishop, I think.
With queen.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know if that's usually not a good thing to say.
Yeah. You can tack into the king. Yeah.
You can take a bishop with check. That's usually not a good reason to make a move.
Yeah.
In the rush.
Yeah. But you have to have a part 2 to that. The king goes away, and then what?
Yeah, because there's also rook c8, which
that's another check. But then
he blocks.
Yeah, blocks with the
bishop.
c3 knight, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's too long of a story, and there's no more checks except for rook sack, and that'll be not good. So it's got to be this one, to my mind. All right, now continues. The story continues. All right. Something like this one, rook a1, because of there's a wall there. They can't go to the third rank.
Yeah.
But the only thing is like a2, they can go to c3. But if they go c3, then
d4.
d4 check is a fork. Maybe also the rook b3's mate. Rook b3 mate.
Okay. Yeah.
So this one, they can't go this one, rook b3 mate. So they have to go to the first rank, and if they go to the first rank, this one, doesn't matter. Rook b1 is going to be, especially, like, let's say maybe king d1, rook b1, and bishop c1 blocks, then what? So imagine this one, king d1, rook b1, bishop c1 interposes. Do we have things here? Like queen check?
Queen, yeah.
Then king d2.
Queen c3.
Queen c3. The king will take the queen.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, the rook is on.
No. Yeah, the rook is in b1.
Yeah.
So just like imagine this one, queen e2, this one there, bishop c1. So queen b3, king d2 is forced, or also just, well, maybe not forced. I can go king e2, just run for it. But maybe it's not. It's like maybe too confusing to be the right move. But what else is there besides queen e2? I don't see it. The nice guard the R squares and. But maybe not rook b1. Maybe this is the a2 one is right, but after king d1, not rook b1. Maybe something else. So king e2, queen e2, rook king d1, not rook b1, but something else. But what else? Maybe queen takes a4 check, maybe. Then the king can go to the second rank again, maybe just closer to home, king e2. Just closer to the other pieces. But then what? The only check is like the second rank, but then they just slide the bishop d2 and they're safe forever. They can do queen e3 and yeah, then. But definitely for me, king e2, queen e2 is the only move. Oh, it stops there. But I want to learn. What is the answers? It's like 25-75. apparently half the people get it
I
right.
guess I would imagine that it probably just take it with. Well, then I would check and continue to give checks.
Yeah, but this, yes, like this is like -5 almost. So let's say I want to learn what if king d1, queen e4 check. Okay, then king e2, queen c2, bishop rook b2. Oh, queen c2. Oh, queen c2, bishop e2. Rook b2. Oh, you know what? Because if they go queen e3, then d4. Ah, that's the thing. Just drag the queen away and then take the bishop by force. And they have to sack the bishop, just like they have to go king f1. And then just take the extra material and we're just minus almost 6 now.
I see.
So this is like basically I'm just showing you. I did this all not seeing it. So this one there, and then if they go, queen e3, this one queen e3, just d4.
Oh.
There's no way to defend the bishop more. The best one is this king f1, but this is totally devastating for white.
Yeah, that was a good puzzle.
Yeah, but basically every time I go this like route of Puzzle Rush Survival, I learn a lot of lessons. So I know I learned just don't think about like template every time. Don't do the every time thing. Don't assume that they have force mate because the block the main squares. And now, educational. So thank you for joining me, save me, Omar, and have a good day.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I quit chess and
we'll take a break.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This shows that I still have it in me.
Yeah, you do have it in you for sure.
Yeah, it is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you so much for showing up, Omar, and have a good day, and have hope to see you in June.
Yep, most likely.
Yeah. So take care, Omar.
Yeah, I promised Stephen Queen that I'll be there, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Good to see you.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
All right. Bye. Take care.
Good night.
Good night. All right. It's now by my lonesome. If you guys want to join me in the fun, because Omar's gone. We're gone. All right. I'll still stick with the stream until I get 3 strikes. I'm out. All right. All right, this one. But I learned something cool thing because like I got all the feedback I need, so I had fun. Interacting with actually one person was fun, and the people watching the stream replay is having fun too. At least some people, and I'm educating, having fun. What more I kind of want? It's like, it doesn't matter if they like it. As long as you like it and you do more, you get the views, you get the stream views, you get the population, the people that the stream. Yeah, that's all that matters. Enjoy the streams. I'll do more. But yeah, my jabbering, not me to viewers, but I just want to. I have epiphany. I know the answer. I will do the streams more. All right, they're gonna promote the queen, but you know what? Take there and promote the queen myself. Yeah, this one. Take the rook. Oh, yeah. Take the rook. All right, let's go check. Okay, let's go check this promotion. But what if I go this one? Not check. Yeah, not check. This one's good. Yep. And queen promotion. That's the way. That's the way we do it. We don't take the rook and like promote check. No, we don't do that. So I learned my lessons. My valuable lessons. Yep. I like to do Puzzle Rush Survival mode because I learned these lessons. Even myself, as a chess master, I learn lessons every time. This is my learning. This is my training schedule. Puzzle, rush. I learn things. I don't. Oh, I have mistakes. All the mistakes I learn and gather up to my mind is the best thing ever in my chess sword. All right, so checks, no checks. Captures, the knight checks there, but there's the queen picks the rook. The knight to the rook, It's not good. Not good at all. Captures. This capture, they're all bad. This capture is bad. Maybe bad. This capture. The only good capture is this one, I think. Look for the vanish. 1902. All right. All right. All right, this one. All right, this one. There's B2, though. There's a pass one. B2. B2. Or B1. Right, or B1. This looks sensible. Yeah, but yeah. Then what? Let's see about this one. Think about it for a little bit. I don't see anything else. B2. Oh, okay. I was impatient. Let's see what this answer is. So let's show the tab. Show the tab. Queen A4. Oh, Queen A4 was not on my radar. I'll think for an hour. I would not see this move. Consider this a move. I not consider this a move. So apparently, a third lesson I learned is that all actions I get is the lesson for me. I get 3 lessons every time I do Puzzle Rush at least. At least. If you don't have any checks, captures, you have threats. You have check an F4, trying to just win the rook by a fork and just think about the rest. You know, something those are hard puzzles. These are hard like methods. All these. You don't have checks. You don't have captures. You have threats. Look for the threats. Look for the check threats. Like look for the check threats, checkmate threats. Look for them. When you move anywhere, look for the queen potential checks. The queen can move a lot of places. So think about the next move, not this one, but the next move. So I learned a lot of lessons. So for you guys in the stream, you learned their lesson today. Don't assume all the puzzles are the same. The second one, if your opponent can defend the checkmate square, they don't have to do checks, but defend the checkmate square, then you cannot do that. You want to do force checks, check, and then checkmate. Don't do a move that prepares a checkmate because it defends the main square. The third one lesson is that you cannot just do checks, captures, and then stop there. You think about the threats. If you have a queen, think about a move that threatens a check or checkmate, even better. So queen A4 to queen F4 is checkmate. That's the good thing. I'll just leave it in notes of this stream that the lessons I learned are of these 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, 3. So, yep, hopefully you have enjoyed the stream. Again, for those of you go to the end, comment, please, that you like these streams more. I think I'm going to do this more, but also like the video if you got value like I did, and I'll see you next time. Next time will be, I have a video published in 2 days, and I'll be streaming on Simul on Thursday. So have a good day, have a good night, and have a good, let's say, time with life. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. See ya, guys.